So the famous kid that was playing games and he stopped being famous. This is the story of Klaus. Klaus was a kid that lived in Oslo, Norway. A beautiful country, but a very, very cold country as well. So Klaus spent a lot of time indoors in his house, and he started playing video games, and he got very good at some of them, which is not a very good accomplishment because he was wasting a lot of time playing those things. But nevertheless, there are people that don't know that, and they still put a lot of their time in their lives in video games. And those people sometimes get together on the internet. And at that, Klaus started some streaming services to show other people how he was playing, and people liked watching. Some people are so poor that they can't even afford to have a video game, a console, and the game itself, but they still want to poison their minds because it's so addictive. So they like to watch others play video games. And so he started amassing a following that was pretty big, huge in fact. At the beginning, it was just a few hundreds of people, but after a couple of years, there were sometimes millions of people watching him play. And it's crazy to think that he was all alone in his home in Norway and locked in his living room with an awesome internet connection and a great computer. And there were millions of people all across the planet just watching him play there with him, even though he was all alone. And so, one day, he decided to go for a walk in the park. And he was pondering, what's it like to have millions of followers, but not a single real friend? As he looked in the streets at the people that were walking holding hands, some of them, others in groups of what looked like friends and talking. Others even just had co-workers, which you could see they were discussing some business deals. But everybody had someone, or at least most people. They have relationships, they knew others. They were building something that he could never find on a computer. And so, one day, Klaus did the unthinkable. As famous as he was, and as good as he was with all of this, he finished the game and he said to his audience, "Adios, amigos. I will be leaving you, for I have another world to explore and a much more fun and interesting game to play. It's called my life." And that's the story of a guy that was really famous for playing games, and then he stopped being famous. The end.
Yay, the story over.
Qué bien, pequeño.